This truck is freaking gargantuan, and we're here in Whistler trying to find riders in that double XL category and see what kind of bikes they're riding. So we tracked down Alden Pate. He just won the 3rd stop of the Pro GRT at Solitude down in Utah.
Yep.
Alden, we've got your downhill bike. This is quite the setup. You're on a Commencal. What else can you tell us about this that's unique to you? Because you are how tall?
6'6".
Okay.
So yeah, I got the Commencal Supreme, and I've had to do a couple things to it just to make it a bit longer for the taller rider. So I guess first off, I have the +10 headset cups in it, so it takes it from a 508 reach to 518, and I found that kind of opens up the bike a bit more and gives me a bit more reach, so it's been really sick.
Yep.
And then I've got the chainstay in the longest setting, so that's +6, moving it from a 454 to 460.
Big stoppers on there?
Yep, yeah, I got the 220 rotors, front and rear, organic pads on that. Found that those pads just hook up in pretty much all conditions, so that's kind of my preference. And haven't felt like the 220 rotors have been too much, so I think getting used to that has been sick, and yeah.
Yeah, right on. And for downhill racing, do you find that they heat up fast enough? Like, because you got to be pretty sharp. I would assume like maybe enduro riding, you're dragging them a bit more, but downhill, pretty off on.
Yeah, I think they get hot enough. Like I tried the 200 in the rear, and it was like pretty black by the end of a run.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the 220s get hot enough through a run. I'm on the 50 mil rise 1-up bars with uncut, so they're 800. And then under the stem, I've got 2 5 mil spacers on pretty much as high as you can go on the crowns. And then that headset cup also has 10 on top and bottom. So
gotcha.
Pretty high stack. I don't really know how it compares to the other boys on the circuit, but I've found this is kind of that perfect in between of not too tall, but tall enough.
This bike's pretty rad. We tested it last year, but it's got a lot of links. You've obviously put a ton of miles on it.
Yeah.
You had to service it much? Do you find it like flexy or like any kind of weird things going on with it?
Yeah, I guess for like rear end flex, I'm on the stiffest bridge in the rear. I've played around with some of the other ones, and I've just found with my kind of weight in the trails I ride, this has been the best for me. When it comes to bearings, these bikes honestly last like pretty long. With a whole winter in Squamish, and all the mud and washing your bike constantly, like really only have to change the bearings after a season. So, and then obviously in the race season, we'll look at the bearings here and there as much as possible. But honestly, like I think I only changed them once this year. So, and I've already done 12 to 15 races. So
yeah, that's a lot. A lot of miles, a lot of hard miles. Hello.
Hi.
What is your name?
My name is Peter.
And what are we riding today, Peter?
This is a Santa Cruz Nomad.
Right on. And just to preface, you do work for SRAM.
I do.
You're the guy in the videos.
I'm him.
Right on.
I'm in this video too.
And what is your bike all about?
So I live in Squamish. Do most of my riding there, if not all of it. Kind of set up for that. Yeah, big descending, smashing, all that stuff.
Cool. And what size is this Nomad?
This is a double XL Nomad.
We got some burly stuff on here.
Yeah.
What are you running for brakes?
So I got Maven Ultimate, 220 rotors, metallic pads. I 50-50'd some expert kits together, so I've got the red and blacks on here, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, matching seat color. That's something that never happened. But Vivid rear shock, Zeb 170 Exo drivetrain. Yeah, transmission, 170 cranks. I've got the O-chain on the front with a 32 ring. And then some entry-level specialized saddle that I really like. It fits,
Fine one.
Nothing crazy, but it's great, and I've had it for a long time. Full width handlebar. Yeah, I don't cut those things.
I think that one's 800.
Yeah, it's an 800. I mean, Geo's funny because my whole life I've wanted bigger bikes, and then now that I'm getting them, it's like I feel so blessed that I don't want to be greedy,
Yeah, big brakes.
Big brakes.
Metallic pads. Any idea on the weight of this?
It's a lot. It's a lot. Like it's probably 40 pounds, 39 pounds. It's
a
big.
lot of frame too.
Yeah.
So we bumped into Ryan Griffith. He has this monstrous Pivot Phoenix. Ryan, I see you at the gym grinding all the time in Squamish. So you ride there. How do you have this bike set up this weekend, and what else can you tell us about this in terms of fitment and stuff?
So this one's quite a bit bigger than the old model of the Phoenix. Definitely fits me pretty well. Set up pretty much as big as it can go. Got 6 mil rise bars on there. The reach is about 515.
Okay.
Set up as a mullet, so still like a really small rear end, so it corners really well for being quite a large bike. But yeah, it just overall suits me really well.
Right on, and no reach adjust. You're at like standard XL frame?
I'm in the middle right now, just normal cups. I might give a shot like going back actually, 5 mil.
Okay.
And see how that would go.
Yeah.
Just kind of play around with a bit, but for now, just in the middle.
Right on. And how tall are you?
I'm 6'5".
6'5".
Yeah.
And what are we running in terms of pressures in the fork and the shock?
So the fork, I have 94 PSI and 5 tokens. And then the shock, I got max tokens and 285 PSI.
Right on.
So it's a pretty stiff setup.
Anything else you're doing special for this? Well, I guess you raced Canadian Open OG.
Yeah.
Is that setup going to change towards riding the 1199 track, or like pretty standard?
1199 is probably pretty rough, so I might go up in some pressures just because you're hitting stuff harder and all that. So yeah, I might change a few things there for rebound and all that stuff, but yeah, we'll just see how it goes. And I got a bit of weight on the bottom too. I got half a kg on the bottom of the bike there. Cool. So it just keeps the bike a bit more planted. Yeah. It's quite a light bike. I think it's one of the lightest on the market. So
for sure.
Just kind of put the weight down low and track's nice.
Was that kind of the max, or did you play with that, or just
the weight?
Yeah.
I mean, other people on the team, they run a kg, so I'm like got half what they got, but I got more weight on me. So I might try more at some point, but for now, just stick with that.
All right, so track down another double XL rider. Got my friend Quinn. Quinn, just to preface things here first, you do work for One Up, but can you tell me a little bit about yourself, height, where you ride most, and what this bike's all about?
Right on. Yeah, thanks, Matt. Actually, first off, I ride a Symbol XL this year. This is my first regular XL in a few years, which has been working pretty well. But yeah, I'm Quinn. I live here in Whistler, so I only have one trail bike. I have a downhill bike, a trail bike, and a dirt jumper, so this bike has to cover a lot of ground. The trails I ride here, there's like kind of a lot of variation of like really steep stuff. I like low angle kind of trails where you have to work the ground a lot. So I like something I can pull some speed out of the ground. Yeah, and then in terms of setup, this is a Santa Cruz Hightower with a bit of a custom build. I've got a factory 36 on the front, One Up hubs, One Up carbon E-bar, One Up, I got a 50 mil stem. Yeah. I like the 50 mil stem. I find it like kind of quiets down the front end a little bit, makes it a little easier to push against stuff in the turns. North Shore billet cranks that are made right here in Whistler, 165 mil. They are silver to match my silver hubs. Downhill casing tires only, forever. You will never see me riding anything but a downhill casing tire. Carbon reserve rims, front and rear.
Is there anything else like bigger brakes or, you know, a stiffer fork that you've seen like be a real game changer for you as a taller rider?
I mean, yeah, the 240 is pretty insane. Like having to have manually dropped every dropper post I've ever had before riding, like especially we have so much steep stuff in this region. Yeah. Like you want to get your seat as low as you can.
So that means stopping and lowering the post itself in the frame.
Yeah. Like with even a 210, I would want that extra inch of drop. So I would stop at the top, take out my 5 mil, go and then drop the seat. But no, so that's huge. And then I feel like for tall guys, it's just the geometry has gotten so much better. Like longer rear centers have been really, really nice. Like the chainstay is really good. Reach, I think once you get to 500 mil reach for someone that's my height, that's really reasonable. Having a 1300 mil wheelbase, I feel like those two numbers are pretty solid. But then as you get extending the chainstay out to that like 450, 455 area, you get just a lot more stability, and just your kind of weight is really where you want it to be.
We're here with Hugo Lantier. Hugo, you've been a buddy of mine. We met riding on the shore. You've built this bike for there, or is it How's this bike set up for you?
This is the Rain Advance, kind of the frame set edition. This is a big bike. I built it up to definitely to go down. This is a 180, so I put a 180 in the front, and I'm riding with the 165 mil at the back as well. So it's definitely, you know, I'm paying off when I'm going up, but when it's time to go down, it's definitely a killer.
So built for the shore and lots of travel. Carbon frame, XL size?
XL size, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
do you do a double XL?
No, we don't do double XL. So that's the XL size we do, and the reach for that bike is, I think it's 5'11", the way I have it set up right now. So it's a pretty big bike. Try to raise cockpit as high as possible as well. So I got a 35 mil I-rise bar on this bike. As well, so this is kind of two important things for me. To make sure that I feel comfortable when I go down.
You got this set up dual 29. Have you tried it mullet? I did
try it mullet. I did try 27.5 at the back, but because of the long travel fork with more travel at the back as well, I just, you know, it's already hard to go up. So I thought with the 29er, it's make it, you know, definitely a little bit easier.
Yeah, it rolls over stuff.
Yeah, it rolls over stuff a little bit easier than with the 27.5, so that's why I kept it 29er.
Cool. Yeah. Would you go 32 up front if you could?
Hey, why not? I'm
curious.
I'm curious to try. You know, just can judge on something that you haven't tried. So
yeah. Got my guy Dario here. We've got his Frameworks. Dario, first, how tall are you? What's this bike set up for? And what else can you tell us about it?
I'm Dario. Hi. 6'3". I think I weigh like 190 pounds. This bike is set up for riding everything, but like indexed pretty heavily towards like gnarly trails. Unsurprisingly, it's pretty heavy, so it's not like the best pedal all day bike, but it does a pretty damn good job.
Not gonna let you down.
No, and it's sturdy. That's kind of the thesis of the build, is like that lasts pretty well.
So it's a Frameworks Enduro.
Yep.
What size?
XL, so 500 mil reach, stacks in like the 670s. So quite tall. It's got 460 stays. It's a big bike, but it kind of fits smaller than you'd expect pedaling wise because the seat angle's so steep.
Yeah.
It's like a TP geometry, kind of approaches each other at the top. It looks huge, but I think it rides a lot smaller than you'd expect.
What's the best trail to ride this down, and what's the worst trail to ride this down?
I'll go like Whistler specific, best trail Gargamel.
Okay.
It's just like rough, steep, and long. I feel like this bike is good for all those things.
Yeah.
And you can't easily get a downhill bike to the top, so this can pedal you there.
Yeah.
And worst trail in town, probably Comfortably Numb. Just because it's like, it pedals pretty well, but like isn't a lively pedaler. So you're just like, it's good for getting up fire roads and like technical stuff, but not at like punching up like weird janky climbs constantly.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to.
AKA it's not an XC bike.
I'm here with Pinkbike's very own Stefan Peltier. You are our
content manager.
Yeah, right.
Fill in for Sarah, yes.
So that means you manage the contents.
Yes.
A lot of contents to manage.
That's what I'm doing.
But also some bike reviews and first rides.
Couple here and there, yeah, that's been fun.
Cool, and we have a different bike that we probably won't do a test on anytime soon, but a dirt jumper.
Yeah.
Which is your background. Pretty handy on these. First, I guess, how tall are you?
I'm 6'3", maybe 6'3" and a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, 225, 225.
Yeah.
Big boy. So yeah, this is kind of like a big dirt jumper. This is a size XL Chromag Monk. I think riding the XL dirt jumper at this point in my life, it's maybe not as nimble for tricks and stuff, but it feels way more comfortable, more stable, more roomy. It feels more like riding kind of like the trail bikes that I'd be riding otherwise, whereas sometimes the smaller dirt jumpers I find feel really twitchy. Yeah, I've had those St. Cranks for probably 10 plus years.
Since they came out?
Pretty much, yeah. And then yeah, I got the half-link chain on. That's kind of from back when I was competing more and I wanted my rear end as short as possible. And these never really break. I've got Noble carbon wheels,
yeah, that's
which is
different.
Kind of unique. They don't really sell them, but Noble's based in Cumberland where I live.
Right.
And they kind of help me out. Yeah, I got a Code RSC, kind of the older one, and then just a ton of cable for bar spins and stuff.
Yeah, we were talking to other riders on trail bikes
Yeah.
and asking like what they would want to do if they could go bigger, try anything different. Specialized has 2075 dirt jumpers. Do you think that's a go? Like, what would that be like?
That's exactly what I would have said, is try a 27.5 dirt jumper. I think that would feel epic.
Yeah.
Especially if you just want to like cruise flowy dirt jumps and not do tail whips and bar spins.
Yeah.
I'd be really curious to try one of those.
Sick.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. We got dirt jumper, downhill bikes, enduro bikes, XLs,
Doug.
lots of interesting stuff, Dougs. That's a wrap on our El Grande bike checks here in Whistler. If you're one of the riders in that boat, give us a shout in the comments and let us know what kind of setup you have and what kind of components you're using or would like to try, even if those don't exist. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more videos coming from Crankworx.